What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Keep It Simple, day number 41. I have one set of 15-pound dumbbells today that I'm going to be using along with my foam roller. We are going to be working into the upper body today. Although we'll have a little bit of legs incorporated because we're going to be holding a glute bridge through our floor sets. So lie long ways with me on your roller. We're going to get that upper body ready to go. We're going to be hitting up some chest press. So I'm going to have us get some nice open chest going on here. So we are rolling the fascia on the back side of the body. And obviously with our chest press, that comes through the front. But hopefully you're also feeling a little bit of stretch. You should be feeling some stretch through the chest as you roll side to side. Your arms are in a goalpost position. Remember, we want to get that breath kind of going. I feel like too, once I get some heavier, deeper breathing on the mat, it kind of just helps you get into the moment, get into the place, get into the position. I think we discount how much breath can play a difference in what's going on in the moment. A lot of times we're always on the go, here to there, let's get it done. But it's nice to just slow down the breathing, focus there. Okay, I'm going to have us cross our hands over the shoulders. If you need to end up putting your hands out for a little bit more stability, feel free. My legs are pretty wide to help stabilize as well. So cross those hands, chin tucks in, roll up a little so you can now get into the roll. That's a little bit lower, more into your lats, and all the way down into the low back. Good. Focus there. Also a nice little wake up for the core. Maybe even a little bit into that upper glute. Roll side to side. Perfect. Ooh, nice little back pops. Those are always good little bonus. Okay, lie back down on that roller. Pull your low back into the roller. So I want us to tuck the pelvis, activate the glutes a bit and the core a lot. And then we're going to take our arms straight up overhead. Deep, deep inhale, reach as far as you can, and then pull the elbows down, just like we did a second ago. Bring your hands all the way down, keep the core locked in, pulled toward the roller. Inhale, reach high up overhead, tuck those elbows in, back down, up overhead. Inhale, elbows tuck in. One more like that, pull that low back down. Grab through the core. So you should feel your low belly active. Okay, we're going to scissor the arms. Keep trying to pull your shoulder blades so they hug around the roller. So you're setting in that the shoulder blades, hugging the shoulder blades toward the roller, pulling your shoulders back, sliding them down, and then moving your right and left arms back and forth, alternating one up, one down. As your arm reaches back behind you, try to kind of point your thumb toward the ground just a little bit. A little extra rotation through that shoulder. Just a couple more. Perfect. All right, bring both arms up behind you. Nice solid reach. And then let's see if we can sit up on that roller. Push your low back into it. Oh, I lost one foot off the ground. That's okay, pretty close. All right, back into the other direction on our roller. Stay from your mid back. You kind of have to listen to the low back, and we're just going to roll gently down. As low as you can, as long as it feels okay on that low back, and then as high as feels comfortable for you. You still have to keep some flexion through the core, and you'll kind of find how much drop in the hips, how much push feels good. Everybody's a little different what their back needs. Have to be pretty cautious going low back. Lean a little bit onto the right side. And then we're going to go to the left. Lean over toward that left side. Feels so good. Getting us geared up, prepared, ready to go. All right. And then we're going to flip it over. Start with your bottom of the palm, bottom of the hand toward the wrist on the roller, and then slowly pushing pressure into the roller. Slide forward until you have a nice solid little stretch through that upper shoulder, and then roll back. Inhale, exhale, one more. Roll forward, keeping that core. Okay, and then stay here. Just hold that stretch a sec, and then roll back. All right, we're going to do our little pec roll, and then we're going to get rolling onto our workout for today. All the way onto the ground. I like to point the roller kind of back down toward my toes, but it's at an angle. And then you're going to just try to roll in from the shoulder and then down to the pec. It's awkward, but it should feel pretty good, especially if you have shoulder issues. A lot of times it comes into tight pecs and a rounding forward of the shoulders. So this should help get that fascia a little bit less rigid, a little more relaxed. All right, let's hit up that other side. All right, so what we're going to be doing is 10 reps of a chest press, 10 reps of a tricep press, and then 10 reps of a skull crusher with our legs and a glute bridge for all three. Shouldn't be any big deal. I will be remembering our 4-minute glute bridge after all the squats for a very long time, what we hit up on day 40. And then from there, we're going to come up and hit 20 jumping jack presses. So we'll be pushing those weights up overhead. If that doesn't work for you, don't worry about it. You can either do jumping jacks without the weight, or you could switch into a locomotive if you're trying to get the weight, but I want us to get our heart rate up just a little bit as well. All right, let's get rid of the roller and get into our work. All righty. Round one. Lie all the way down. Find the core. Push the butt up. Here we go. Strong wrists, elbows up and out wide. Gonna feel a little bit light on the chest press. Maybe all stuff from the ground, but I'm hoping for quite a few rounds today. 7. Roll those shoulder blades back. Tuck them in. 9. 10. Turn your palms so they face one another. Elbows squeeze in next to the rib cage. Slide those shoulder blades back and down. Hold the belly strong. 4. Keep those elbows sliding in, holding in tight. You should feel those triceps here. And 10. All right, if you can leave your hands separated, it'll be a little bit more difficult. We're going into a skull crusher, or you can set your weights together and bring them right down toward your hairline, right to your forehead. Generally speaking, that's about where the weights are going to end up because we want our elbows to stay right on top of the shoulders. 7. Watch those elbows. Try not to let them flare. 9. And 10. Perfect. All right. Bring it up. We're going to be doing 20 jumping jack presses. Whew, these feel kind of heavy right now. Use the momentum from the jump. Keep that core solid. Push with your back. 18, 19, 20. Whew. All right. Well, I got one set done with those 15s. Back to the top. Roll it back and down. Drive those hips up. squeeze the knees toward one another. Feel those glutes engage. Open chest. Strong core. 3. 9 and 10. Now that tricep press. Keep your wrists right on top of the elbows. Try to keep those shoulder blades pulled back and down. Nine and 10. Back to the triceps. Still in the triceps. Skull crushers. Plant those weights together if you need a little extra assistance. I'm putting mine together. My left elbow is flaring out too wide. I want to keep it in the triceps. I want to be able to keep that shoulder stabilized. My elbow nice and still, squeezed in tight. 8, keep that upper arm still as possible. And 10. All right, take a little stretch on those arms. Definitely feeling that upper body. And then we're going to get our jumping jack presses. If we need to take breaks, it's fine, take breaks. These are our only 4 exercises. We're going to stick with them. Whew. 2 sets. All right, I wasn't sure after that last one how I do. All right, take a seat. Take a little stretch, one arm across, then the other. Check in with your neck. Roll one side and the other. Perfect. Okay, let's take it back down. Find those glute bridges. 5, 4, until we start. And go. We might as well get those hips up. Take a couple extra seconds. Get those arms ready to go. 2, 3, lengthen in the neck. 5, make sure you're pressing right up over the chest. Lots of core. Lots of glute. 10. Turn the elbows in. Palms face one another. 8, 9, 10. You can always get rid of one of your dumbbells as well if you need to for your skull crushers. It's totally an option. You can also switch around your weight selection. I'm trying to keep it simple. Find my weight. Some stuff is going to be tough. Some stuff a little easier. Nine, 10. Woof. My biceps get shaken as those triceps work. All right, let's stretch our forearms this time. Turn your fingertips back to your knees, hinge back. Good. Enjoy that stretch. You should need it. Taking that little time last set facilitated my push on those jumping jack presses. All right, here we go. Another 20. 19, 20. All right, we've made it through 3. Plant your fingertips behind, toward your hips. Open your chest, pushing it forward. Just stretch the fronts of the shoulders. Left ear, left shoulder. Right ear, right shoulder. Perfect. All right, here we go. Back at it. Power in numbers. Lots of volume today. Looking like tuck the tailbone, set the glutes, grab the core. Here we go. 1 for your chest press. 2. 4. See if you can roll those shoulder heads back. 10. 7, 8, 10. Skull crushers. 2. We're not rushing. We're finding the muscle. 4, 5, 6. Make sure you're not compensating anywhere. 8, 9, 10. Whew. Killer, killer. All right, flip it over. And take that stretch. Gear us up for our jumping jack presses. Hinge it back. Drop one shoulder and then the other. All right. Let's see what we got. Really channeling the core, helps support the back. All right. Still hanging on. Back down. 5th set, here we come. I liked this last time. Point your fingertips at your hips. Open the chest. Stretch shoulders. The neck. All right. Get your glute bridge set. We'll take a couple seconds before we start that chest press. Ready, set, and go. Open those elbows out wide. 1, 2, 3. Find those shoulder blades pulling down the back. Open the elbows out wide. As the elbows open out, roll those shoulders back. Make sure that you're braced with that upper back. Turn your elbows and palms. Tricep press. Still bracing with that back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Weights together. Skull crushers. 2, 3, 5. Squeeze those elbows in. It's like you have a beach ball or a yoga block that you're pulling, pushing, squeezing between those shoulder blades or between your elbows. 8, 9, 10. All right, flip it over. Take a child's pose. Put your hands together. We'll get our little tricep stretch here. So pull your fingertips down the spine. Reach down the spine. All right, here we go. The arms are getting shaky. Bring it up. Fifth and final. This is it. This is all we got to do. Hold it together and go. Ten. 20. 100 jumping jack presses. Whew, you should be proud. You should be proud. All right, let's bring it on down. Start on your butt again. We're going to stretch those shoulders as we've been doing. So plant into your fingertips. Fingertips point your hips and then push the chest forward. If you can, this time, lift your hips up nice and high, and then maybe even drive your hips forward just a little. Check in with that breathing. One more breath. All right, slowly lower your hips if you were able to take them up. Awesome. Let's turn over onto our knees. Curl your toes under, sit back and down. Plant one hand outside your left foot and reach your right arm up and over. Let your hips rock to the right. Switch other side. Hips push to the left, left arm up and over. One more time here. And then to the left. All right, bring your left leg forward. Keep that right leg tucked under. Draw your tailbone down, open through that hip flexor. Reach your right arm up and then bend into the arm. We're going to get that tricep again. We're going to hold here in full 30. Get a really solid hip flexor stretch at the same time you're getting your tricep. Check in with that breath. Keep track of your pelvis. Keep the belly strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, stay there. Take your right arm over across the body. Drive the shoulder down away from your ear. Keep that open hip flexor. Perfect. All right, quick little hamstring stretch. Always good to get. Relax and release through the neck and the shoulders. Think back over how it went. Did you compensate? Did you cheat? Were you able to make it through everything? How did you feel? Did you choose the right weight selection? Could you have gone heavier? Should you have backed off your reps? Should you have backed off your weight? Learn your body's tricks. Switch to the other side. Why are you stopping, slowing down, compensating, whatever? Bring that left arm up, push your hand down. Sometimes we have to learn when to keep pushing, and sometimes we have to learn when to back off. Listen to the body and try to figure out why you might want to shift, why you might want to change. There's that good fatigue, that good pain, that progress pain, All right, bring the arm over, drive that shoulder blade down, drive your shoulder down away from the ear. Okay, extend that right leg forward. Reach the chest toward that toe. Okay, we're going to come up to standing, take a little twist, and then hopefully you have a wall nearby that you can get some shoulder and chest stretch on. Okay, so feet just outside your hips. From your hip creases, remember we don't want to hinge from our belly, right, our high waist. Find your hip crease where if you were to march, you would pinch your fingers. That's where we're going to push the butt back, right? So your back is super long, and then you're going to just hinge forward, tilt forward until your hamstrings say, that's enough. Try your best to keep the back long instead of rounded. Okay, and then come on up, and we're going to find our wall. All right, so put your right hand on the wall, put your right hip on the wall. Your palm is on the wall behind you. Lift up your chest, point your toes out at an angle, about 11 o'clock. And feel free to move your hand around just a bit to wherever you need. But you want to tuck that tailbone again, hold the core, lift the chest. You should feel lots of stretch in the front of the shoulder and in your pec on that right side. You can also try opening your hand for an external rotation. Find your breath. Perfect. Okay, let yourself off the wall. And then we're going to do the same thing other side. Left arm back behind you, palm on the wall to start. Your toes point at about 2 o'clock, and your left hip is on the wall. Lift up through that chest. Make sure you're not tilting forward. And then if you'd like, try rotating your palm out or facing it up so that your pinky's on the wall, your thumb is off the wall. And then release. All right, let's grab our hands behind the back. Just open through the chest. See if you can get those elbows to lock out. If you can't grab your hands, get a shirt or a towel, and you should be able to get to the point where you can grab your hands behind your back. All right, everybody, fantastic job. I think you should leave being very proud of all those jump jack presses, and I will see you tomorrow.